Okay. What does coffee, soft drinks, tea, energy drinks, and even chocolate have in common? They all contain caffeine, which is what I will be talking to y'all about today. So how many of you have either had a soda or coffee this morning or today?
I did.
So if you rely on caffeine to wake you up in the mornings, you are not alone. According to the Mayo Clinic, caffeine is used daily by millions of people to increase wakefulness, alleviate fatigue, and improve concentration and focus. So what exactly is caffeine? Defined by the Alcohol and Drug Foundation, caffeine is a stimulant drug, which means it speeds up the messages traveling between the brain and the body. Caffeine is found in all types of nuts and plants and are used throughout different drinks and foods. Although caffeine can be used to get you through the mornings and help you focus throughout the day, there have been many studies claiming that it has both positive and negative effects on your body. I hope to inform you of some health risks associated with caffeine intake, some possible withdrawal symptoms, but also some good news related to caffeine. So first off, there are some potential health risks associated with caffeine. Short-term effects. There are some short-term effects. Some potential health risks are associated with caffeine. The Alcohol and Drug Foundation found that short-term effects can last anywhere from 5 to 30 minutes after consuming caffeine and can continue up to 12 hours. Effects can include, but are not limited to, restlessness, dizziness, anxiety, irritability, dehydration, faster heart rates, and headaches. Some long-term effects include, if you use caffeine on a regular basis or heavy use of caffeine, such as 4 or more cups of coffee a day, you may eventually get osteoporosis, high blood pressure, heart disease, heartburn, ulcers, depression, or you may become addicted to caffeine. Using caffeine on a regular basis and building a tolerance to it, combined with alcohol, according to Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, can mask the depressant effects for alcohol, making drinkers feel more alert. As a result, they may drink more alcohol and become more impaired than they realize, increasing the risk of alcohol attributable harms. Then there are withdrawal symptoms. If you intake caffeine daily, it is possible that you can become addicted. Caffeine is hard to stop consuming if it is on a regular basis because it is considered an addictive substance. According to the FDA, withdrawal symptoms may include headaches, tiredness, sweating, muscle pains, anxiety, and tension. Co-authored by Laura Gelano, PhD, a psychology professor at American University in Washington, D.C., she published a study in the Journal of Caffeine Research in 2013, and she said, it indicates that more people are dependent on caffeine to the point that they suffer withdrawal symptoms and are unable to reduce caffeine consumption even if they have a greater condition that may be impacted by caffeine, such as pregnancy, a heart condition, or a bleeding disorder. Then there's overdose. Yes, you can overdose on caffeine. Overdosing on caffeine is not common at all, but it could happen. Mild symptoms include dizziness, an increase in thirst, and it can be treated by drinking water and eating foods that are high in potassium and magnesium. Although it is extremely rare, you can also die from overdosing on caffeine. It would usually take an adult 5 to 10 grams of caffeine, and that would equal about 80 cups of coffee a day to die from caffeine. So that's extremely rare if you drink 80 cups of coffee a day for this to occur. At much lower amounts of caffeine, 1 gram could result in caffeine poisoning in small children. So I give you the bad news first about caffeine, so here's some good news. So how much caffeine should you be consuming daily? As a healthy adult, the Mayo Clinic recommended that the amount of caffeine should be a limit of 400 milligrams a day. Well, how much is that? That's 4 cups of brewed coffee a day, or 10 12-ounce cans a day.
That's coffee. That's
Or-
coffee.
4 cups of coffee a day.
Okay, 4 cups of coffee,
And
and
then-
then how many ounces of
10 cans of Coke a
Coke? Oh, Lord. I think everybody be drunk on that.
day. So this study was done on caffeine. So if you have medical problems like high blood sugar, it would probably not be advised to consume that much soda. There have been studies done proving positive health benefits. In reference to the official journal of the American Academy of Neurology, a 2012 study showed that caffeine could help with coordination problems and in turn reduce the risk of Parkinson's disease. Another study that was conducted showed that caffeine would be the secret to curing your headache. Research showed that 200 milligram ibuprofen mixed with 100 milligrams of coffee could be the secret and be effective of dealing with your pain. The information that I have provided to you today is only a tiny portion of the research and facts about caffeine that are out there in the world today. Today you learned about caffeine, some risks associated with it, withdrawal symptoms, as well as a couple positive health benefits. Health research about caffeine constantly swings back and forth between the good and the bad news. There has not been any certain evidence to show that caffeine consumption is significantly harmful to your health. So by all means, continue to enjoy your coffee and sodas within moderation, of course.